some quite nice kills, but there comes the Avatar of Vengeance with all the spirits of vengeance, invulnerable spirits of vengeance, and they deal so much damage to all those peasants and all those units of Majestic. And TH is wisely attacking the Mountain King. I think he earlier did attack ground on the location where the peasants were mining. Yeah, he does so as well. He isn't focusing any specific peasant, he attacks ground. And when you focus his towers, he is specifically focusing them. But he did attack ground because that will cause a large splash damage. That will cause a large area of effect damage to all those peasants which are within, which make them easy targets for the Spirit of Vengeance to finish up. And Majestic realizes that this base is a lost base, so he's basically loading all of his units into that Goblin Zeppelin, just going to, I don't know if he will try to defend a little bit. This is really pretty. He's going to try to take out some glaive throwers over here, but all he does is get his Archmage in trouble. Goblin Zeppelin dies, and looks like he will be forced to TP. One volley out of those glaive throwers would have been sufficient to kill the Archmage. And now we see the strength of TH's strategy. Poker of Majestic is down to 42 out of 42 food, while TH is at 42 out of 50 food with just one mine. But his army is completely countering Majestics. He's getting some Ancient of Laws right now, just in case the Archmage gets level 5. But over here, really nicely invulnerability potion used by TH, going to chase down that Archmage. And since he doesn't have a keep anymore, and TH knows that he can't get any heal scroll, but really nicely bolted here by the Mountain King. But TH just moves out with level 3 blink, only costing 10 mana, a little bit of cooldown, bam, and the Archmage dies. And that pretty much marks the end of this game. The rest really isn't that exciting, so if you want to watch, you can watch. But yeah, this is really nicely played by TH by deciding to just defend his base with the Warden, not to go in. To just defend the base with his Warden, not to go in with his entire army, just keep pushing. And in the meantime, he can just harvest EXP from 2 different locations, get to the level 6, which is really fucking essential for this push. It's usually the game breaker. Once you get to level 6, you will have such a huge lead, regardless how many units you lost previously. But I always like doing this with Dryads, but they cost a shitload of lumber, and if you can't get the Shredder, it's pretty much impossible to do, especially when the human is harassing like Majestic was doing in this game. It's going to rebuy the hero at the altar, or at the tavern. I don't really get why you can't rebuy a hero at the tavern. Pretty much makes no sense. Like when you die, you get to go to a tavern, you drink some beers, and then whenever someone feels like resurrecting you with which usually takes some weird ass ritual, you're actually just sitting in a pub getting drunk. That doesn't make any sense at all. But whatever. Now TH is pushing on Majestic's Expo, just focusing the main instantly, and take a look at those glaive throwers. It deals so much damage, 38 to 89 siege damage with 2-0 upgrades. I know that's a pretty big gap, but if they deal the 89, wow. They sure deal a fucking blast of damage against those buildings of Majestic, and Majestic will call this good game anytime soon. I think he won't be able to fight this even, because the main will go down in a couple of seconds. Now TH sees that the Archmage is coming from above. He's moving his Warden and his Huntress and his Dryad in position, getting the Avatar of Vengeance out, not using the Lesser Clarity Potion yet. Moving his Warden back because that will be the main point of attention by Majestic. And the glaive throwers, you should always focus them on the casters because they die really fucking easily. Now Majestic calls a good game and TH wins the game. So that was a really interesting game to watch. And after the short music break, we will be going back with another game of TH. And I think it was TH playing against Sky. Thanks for listening to this one, and we'll be back in a minute. See ya. Yo, what up? Finally back. Going to get the final game started, and let's get it to the 1 minute mark. It will be TH against Sky on Echo Isles. And I'm getting called by my girlfriend like 2 times already, and I don't want to answer. I want to finish this first. So I gotta go see her, and then after I finish this, gonna take a shower and then travel to my hometown, which I don't really feel like doing. It's like 2-hour travel. It gets It's so fucking annoying to travel there every time when something's up. One of my best mate's girlfriends having her birthday, so we're going to celebrate, which I guess is fun. Will be fun, but still, I really don't like to be in the train for 2 hours over and over and over and over and over and over. But whatever. Let's go to 1 minute. I'm not here to go whining about my private life. I'm going to be commentating on a really awesome game between TH and Sky. And this one we're going to view at 2x speed rather than 1x speed. I'm going to try to speed up my commentating a bit because I didn't really plan my time well. So just get it to 2x speed and we will be resuming the game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and resume. It's 1 minute. Oh shit. Again, I'm a noob with the resuming. I instead pressed speed forward, so please get it requeued at the 1 minute mark. Just you can press the button next to the decrease replay speed all the way to the right, which restarts the replay. And please do so and get it back to the 1 minute mark at 2x speed and turn Fog of War off. And we're going to watch through the POV of well, we can't watch TH actually. We're going to watch the POV of 5y173.com. So please get that game going and to the 1 minute mark. And well, I really don't know what to talk about. I could sing a song again, but I'm guessing most of you won't be too happy about that. So I'm not gonna do that. So you should be at the 1 minute mark right now, and we're going to resume the game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume. So 1 minute. 2, 1 minute 4, 1 minute 6, 1 minute 8, 1 minute 10, and so on and so on and so on. Sky is going for the Sky Farm. TH is building his Ancient of War all the way to the bottom, and he's building it all the way there because that will enable him to creep both the mercenary camp and the gold mine without too much risk of creeps getting pulled in by Sky, because at a considerable distance from the mercenary camp. What you want to do when you're creeping this is you got to go for several archers before you grab your hero, and usually you'll see humans play really aggressively against this kind of creeping, but it's really bad for TH that Sky picked up a Mountain King, because it's a really effective hero playing against the Dark Ranger. Sky is also buying a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and in this situation for TH, the Forest Troll Shadow Priest isn't as useful as it would be against an Archmage, because it would grant for some free dispelling on some water elementals. But for Mr. Sky, it's really useful right now because it can dispel some skeletal minions, which are also summoned units. And right now, TH is just creeping the Renegade Wizard, also pulling the creeps all the way to the Ancient of War rather than just going in all the way, which is risky because you can get locked in, you can get harassed pretty heavily with the Mountain King or Footman or whatever. Luckily for TH that didn't happen, but when you're pulling the creeps, it's always a lot more safe than when you're going in yourself towards the creeps, and a farm gets taken out. Good decision there by TH. Then he's going to creep on the Expo. He's also keeping tabs on what Sky is doing. Got Wisp in some good locations, like at the tavern. That's the standard location to put at least one Wisp, and also put a Wisp near your opponent's base. You can see what he's doing. And this game is just so full of win, really. I really enjoyed watching this one. And rather than going for a Tree of Life first, TH has decided to get a Moonwell to defend against the harassment that is bound to be incoming here by Sky. And what you want to do when you get a Dark Ranger is you want to creep as many low-level creep spots as possible. Nice EXP tome picked up here by TH, but it's really important to have a lot of skeletal minions or dark minions or whatever they're called, to lesser dark minions to defend against the harassment. If you get a lot of these minions, it's really pretty easy to defend against the harassment, even when the footmans have defend and your archers and your Forest Troll Berserker won't be able to do that much damage. You still got your skeletal minions to deal some damage. And also TH picking up a Huntress, because archers are pretty much useless versus a level 3 Mountain King. And you don't want to make that much of them. You want to get Huntresses, get some bouncing damage, together with the Banner and Brewmaster, get some nice little spread damage. And whatever you do, you got to make sure that the final hit on a unit that you're trying to kill comes from the Dark Ranger. That way it only spawns a Dark Minion or a lesser Dark Minion or greater Dark Minion, whatever. Nice hero kill here by Sky. And TH knows, again, what I said, a lot of mistakes that Night Elf players make, or novice Night Elf players make, or even pro Night Elf players make, is that they're is that they tend to run back whenever their main hero